begin today's practice in a seated position, any comfortable seat that you like. We're just going to do maybe 3 or 4 minutes of some breathing to really relax the nervous system, to anchor in to the body, to begin to use the breath to connect the mind and body, right? So that we become more present, more aware. And that's a big part of yoga. So sit comfortably, drop your shoulders, feel free to close your eyes. I'm not going to do anything that you need to see, and just listen. First, begin to listen to your own breath as it flows in and out of your nose. You might also hear all the sounds around you in your environment. That's okay. Anytime we attune to one of our physical senses, we are present, right? Because the body is only in present time. So as you start to listen to your breath, begin to lengthen it out. Make the inhales a little fuller and the exhales a little more complete. And if you know Ujjayi breathing, you just gently constrict the back of your throat so that the breath can drag along the back of the throat, all in and out through the nose, making a whispery ocean sound. It's easier to hear it on the exhale, like fogging a mirror, but you can also hear it on the inhale. And that also serves to slow it down. So now as you breathe in, maybe you can breathe into a count of 4 and out to a count of 4, and I'll count you through it. So together we'll inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a gentle pause and then exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause gently, then inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Soft pause. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Notice the pause and then in 4, 3, 2, 1. Float, release 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay empty and in 4, 3, 2, 1. If you want to make the pause a little longer, play 4, 3, 2, 1. Same at the bottom, just coast, explore that emptiness. 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue on your own because you might want a shorter pace or a longer pace. But I want to invite you just to notice the in-between, right? What happens before the breath comes in, before that transition, and what happens before you release the breath out in that transition, those transitions between the inhales and exhales. Often there's a quiet, an emptiness, a spaciousness, a freedom, a softness, right? And as we start to explore the space between our breaths, we also begin to explore that there might be a little bit of a space between the thoughts. And that's where the quiet exists. That's where the inner peace exists. So just play with it for 1 or 2 more rounds. Staying really relaxed in the body, in the eyes, in the jaw. And then see if you can hold on to this type of breathing as we bring a little bit of movement into our bodies now. So inhale the arms up, interlace the fingers, turn the palms inside out, press the heels of the hands up, pull the navel back. Keep the breath flowing and notice. And then maybe just take a little sway side to side. Good. And then back to center on the inhale. We'll release the hands. Good. Bring the fingertips behind you, lift the heart. Lift the gaze if that's comfortable for your neck. For me, it's not. I like to gaze forward. And then pull the belly back. Good. We'll take the left hand up, breathe in. Turn to the right and take the left hand to the outer right thigh. Drop the shoulders, lengthen up through the spine as you breathe in. And then draw the navel back as you breathe out and maybe deepen the twist, but maybe not. Look forward and release the left hand behind you. Good. Inhale, the right hand lifts up. Exhale, turn to the left, take the right hand to the outer leg, drop the shoulders, lengthen up through the spine. And maybe you deepen the rotation on that out breath. Maybe the gaze comes back a little bit more. And then you'll just turn the gaze forward, release the hand, circle around the shoulders, circle around the head. Maybe take a little wiggle or sway here just to loosen up. And then we'll come forward to hands and knees. So just by breathing in that manner that we did, you've linked your mind into your body, you've become more present, and then, the mind will drift, right? So just come back every time you notice that. Let's do a couple cat-cows here. So as you inhale, the heart lifts forward, the sit bones pull back a little bit, and then exhale, round the back, drop the head, pull the navel in, and then maybe a little wiggle here, side to side with the head and the hips. And then we'll come into a flat back and neutral spine. Good. We'll step back to plank pose, 1 foot at a time. Feel free to have the knees down if you need to. It's all good, right? Just explore how every shape feels, how every breath feels. Stay in your body. Pull the navel in, lengthen the heels and head away from one another. Very often I see people's heads dropping, so lift the back of the skull. Take a breath in. Down dog is your out breath. Hips pull up and back. Feel free to bend one knee at a time. Wiggle around the head, the hips. Walk your dog. And just start to loosen up the back body. Stay with your breathing. Soften the face. And let both heels dip a little low as the hips lift a little high and the heart melts towards those thighs. Good. Take the heels off the floor. Bend the knees, look forward, breathing in. And just make your way to the front of your mat through the out breath. When you get there, inhale halfway up, long, flat back. Exhale, fold and hang your head. Catch one elbow with the opposite hand if you like, and you might want a little sway here. If the neck ever feels tight, it's kind of nice to take a hand behind the back of the head and draw the chin gently to the chest. All right, let's bring hands to hips. Inhale to a flat back. So I like knees a little bent here. It helps to lengthen out the spine. Pull the navel in, draw the elbows back. Bend the knees a little lower as if you're going toward chair pose. And then just tilt the heart up to chair pose. Good, reach up, take a breath. Sink a little lower into the legs. And stand up as you exhale, hands to your heart. Good. You can roll the shoulders back, you can pull the belly in, you can draw the back of the head back and stand really tall. Set an intention if you want for your practice today. Is there something that you'd like to get out of this time that we have together? Might be balance, patience, acceptance, presence, calm, health, anything at all. Connect to that intention and then maybe breathe it into your whole being. And then release your breath. Release that intention for now. Take the arms up, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Flat back, hands to shins, inhale. Hands to the floor, exhale. So you might need to bend your knees quite a lot to do that. Fingertips is great. We're going to bend the right knee and just lift the left leg straight up and back. So drop your head for a moment just so that you can see the toes all pointing downward. Good, and then start to lengthen out the spine. So you might need to bend this right knee quite a lot toward chair to get length through your spine. Melt your shoulders back, reach the left foot back. So you're not lifting it up, you're reaching it straight back, maybe just hip height. Good. And then go ahead and take the toes to the back of the mat there. Good, we're gonna pivot down the foot. So take the foot at an angle. Hug your right hip back. Take your hands to your hips. Elbow tips back. Right hip pulls back. Strong back foot, back leg, and then pitch the heart up. So you're in warrior one. Nice. So tail down, belly in, back of the head draws back a little, and if you like, arms float up. Good, and then pressing into that back foot, just lift the left hand a little higher, so the left foot is at the back of your mat, and then hugging the right hip back, lift the right hand a little higher. Good, and so now just like reach one hand at a time toward the ceiling, kind of shimmying through the two sides of the waist. Good, and then open up the arms in a big cactusy shape, take an in-breath, and hands back to the floor in front of you. On the out-breath, lift up the back heel and step to the top of your mat. Flat back is your inhale. And then hands back to the floor as you exhale. We're going to bend the left knee a bit and just take the right leg straight back. Just about hip height. Again, drop the head so you can see that the toes are pointing down. Often the toes are going to turn out. Point them down. And then start to bend the standing knee as much as you need to elongate the spine, to pull the heart forward, as if the left leg is kind of in chair, but the right leg is reaching back really long. Active, like you're pressing it against a wall. Nice. And then go ahead, bend that standing leg even more to land the right foot back, pivot the inner heel down. Pull the heart gently forward, hug that left hip backward. Take your hands to your hips, stay low. Elbow tips draw back. Left hand pulls that left hip back. And gently start to pitch the heart up. Warrior one. Good. Float your arms up. Pressing into that back right foot, lift your right hand a little higher. Hugging the left hip back, lift the left hand a little higher. So you're kind of shimming through the two sides of the waist. And then go ahead, like you're climbing that rope in gym class, right? One hand at a time, lifting up a little higher than the other. And then go ahead and open up the elbows, cactus open the arms, lift the heart, breathe in. Beautiful. Hands back down as you breathe out, lift that back foot, or back heel, step forward, front of your mat. Flat back is your in-breath. Fold into the out-breath. Bend the knees, chair pose, inhale. Press to standing, hands to the heart, exhale. We're going to put that into a little flow today. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fingertips down, right knee bends, left foot steps all the way back at an angle. Inhale, press back to rise up, warrior one. Shimmy a little, hands lifting one at a time. Open the elbows, inhale. Hands back down, exhale, step forward. Flat back, inhale. Hands down, exhale, left knee bends, right foot steps all the way back at an angle. Press back to rise up, warrior one. Good, shimmy a little bit through the two sides of the waist. Really hug that left hip back, root into the back heel, and then open up your arms. Beautiful, hands back down, lift the back heel, step forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, inhale, sink low, reach high. Stand, exhale, hands to your heart. A little different today, right? Good, inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Listen up, this time exhale, step back, plank pose. Take your in-breath. Lower to the earth on the out-breath. Cobra pose here, inhale, heart lifts. Downward dog, exhale, hips lift. Breathing in and breathing out. Playing with the pauses anytime you want. Coming back to center. All right, we're going to float the right foot up and back. Inhale, three-legged dog. We're going to turn the toes to the right, bend that right knee and aim it up as the left heel dips a little. Press equally into the hands. Good, and then shift forward toward plank pose and hug the right knee up to the outer right elbow. Float the right foot back again. Inhale, three-legged dog. This time, right knee, left elbow. Exhale. Float it back up. Inhale. Good, and then step it up as you exhale. Stay on the back toes, rise up, crescent pose here. Nice, exhale, turn to the right, spread your two arms, reach back with that right hand, lift the left hand up, drop the right hand back, sink a little lower into the legs. And then left hand to the floor, right hip hugs back, right hand to the sky. Reach forward with the right hand if you like, and then take it back to the earth. Step back to plank pose, inhale. Lower in control, exhale. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, dog. Breathing in. And out. Playing with the pause anytime you like, coming back to center. Okay, left foot floats up and back. Inhale, three-legged. Turn the left toes to the left, bend that left knee and aim it up as the right heel dips. The right thigh draws back. So often the left armpit lifts, drop it down. Shift forward toward plank, left knee out or left arm, hug it up there. Three-legged dog, inhale. Left knee to the right elbow, exhale, little twist. Three-legged, inhale. And then leading with the knee, step it up between the hands. Stay on the back toes, rise to crescent pose. I love when it rhymes. Turn left, spread arms, drop shoulders. That left hand can drop back. The right hand can reach up and back as you sink a little low into the legs. Nice. And then right hand comes down. Left hand comes up. Reach forward if you like as you pull the left hip crease back. And then take the hand down, step back, plank pose, inhale. And lower if you want to, exhale or hold plank. Cobra pose on the in-breath or up dog. And down dog on the out breath, and then a couple breaths. Steadying the breath, noticing the spaces in between the breaths. Coming back to center. Lift the heels, bend the knees, look forward, breathe in. Walk or maybe just float top of your mat as you breathe out. Inhale, halfway up, elongate that spine. Exhale, fold in half. Bend the knees, chair pose. Inhale, we sink but reach. Stand as you exhale, hands to your heart. Good, reach up. Inhale, maybe lean back if it's nice. Fold forward, exhale. Flat back, inhale. And then hands to the floor right here at the top of your mat. Take a little bend in the right knee, float the left leg straight back again. So once more, peek down, toes all point down so that inner left thigh rolls up. Start to bend the standing leg as much as you need to elongate the spine again. So heart pulls forward. Good, but this time, you're gonna keep the left hand or fingertips on the floor or block and take the right hand to the right hip first to pull it backward a little bit. Good, and then start to rotate the right elbow and shoulder upward and take the right arm up. Good, and then just play. The back leg is gonna wanna drop. Feel for lifting it and reaching it back as the head, crown of the head extends forward. Good, and just find your pose, find your breath. Try not to overdo. Just one more inhale here. Play with straightening the standing leg if you want to. Right hand back down as you exhale. Drop your head. Now lift the back foot as high as you like. Maybe wiggle the head. Good, and then just bend the lifted leg. Take the left foot next to the right foot. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Hands to the floor. Right foot floats back. Go right to the second side. So peek at the foot, toes turn down, inner right thigh rolls up. Make sure you bend the standing leg enough to start to find length from the back heel to the crown of the head. So find that length. Keep the right fingertips on the floor or a block, whatever you need here. Left hand to the left hip to pull it back first. Reach that right heel back. Start to rotate the left ribs, whoa, and shoulder upward. Nice, and then float the left hand up when you want. Right, so if you look at me, I'm not in this pose perfectly in any way. There's no such thing as perfection. So don't compare. We're all different. We have different needs at different times too. What you could do yesterday isn't the same as what you could do today. Drive that right foot back. Extend the crown of the head forward. Play a little bit. Nice. Left hand back down. Drop your head. Lift the back foot as high as you want to. Keep the breath flowing. Good. And then right foot to the floor, next to left. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, fold. All right, now, hands down. Wiggle the feet a little farther apart. Turn the toes out. We're going to squat down to Malasana, yogi squat. Hands to the heart. So this is a really important pose for our bodies. In many parts of the world, this is how they use the toilet. I was recently traveling and really grateful that I could come into this pose comfortably, because there were times that I had to use the toilet like this. So it's really a nice pose in many places in the world. This is a comfortable shape for people. In the West, we tend to get very tight hips. So if it's not working for you, if you're not used to it, it's okay if the heels are a little lifted. It's okay if you need to sit on something. See if, though, you can lengthen the spine, drop the shoulders, press the palms together right at the heart center, and maybe there's an opportunity here to remember your intention. To remember to be gentle and compassionate with yourself in your practice, in your life, so that it's easier to do that with others. Find your breath. Play with those pauses in between the breaths. And then let's just take the right fingertips to the right, where the toes are pointed. Take the left arm up. Now, if you want more, this is plenty for me. If you want more, you can spin the palms back. Take the left hand behind you and catch that right hand to roll the left shoulder back. Optional. Spread out the arms again if you caught the hand. And hands back to the heart again. Good. Press the hands together to lengthen through the crown of the head. Connect back to your breathing, your intention. We're almost out of here. Left fingertips to the floor where the toes are pointed. Right hand floats up. So can you just spread your wings here? If you want, the palms can spin back and you can take that wrap. So my shoulders don't do this on this side, only on the other side, right? We're all different. Feel it, breathe into it, roll that right shoulder back either way. Spread open your arms if you caught the hand. And then hands back to your heart center. Good. Lengthen the spine as you breathe in. Release your hands to the floor or fingertips as you breathe out. Straighten your legs, lift your hips, spin your heels out. So parallel the sides of the feet with the sides of the mat. Just drop your heavy head. Take your hands behind you, interlace your fingers, and roll that head around. Maybe bend one knee, taking the hands in that same direction, and then the other. Beautiful. Release your hands to the floor. Step back to plank pose. All right, hold your plank here. You can either now drop the right knee to the floor under the hip and spin the left foot flat behind it and float the left hand up. Or if you want to work a little more, the feet just come together and stack. Either way, lift the hips. Maybe left arm extends overhead. Maybe left foot floats up off the floor or off the right foot. Keep breathing. Left hand back up. Left hand back down. Come back to your plank. And then we'll go to the other side. So remember, you can take the left knee down beneath the hip, spin the right foot flat and float the right hand up. Or stack the feet and come back to side plank. Either way, lift the hips. Float the right foot up if you want to. Extend the right arm overhead if you want to. What would feel right for you today? Stay connected to your breath. Feel what you're feeling. Just play a little. Try not to overdo. Remember to be compassionate. Right hand back up. Right hand back down, plank pose, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Nice. Feel free to pedal it out, wiggle around, free yourself up. Okay. Float your right foot up and back here. Inhale, three-legged dog. Step it to the top of your mat. As you exhale, pivot down that back heel. Good. Right fingertips on the floor, left hand to the sky, or right elbow to right thigh. All good. Just reach that left hand back to rise up. Keep the front knee bent. Reverse your warrior. Inhale. And then elbow back to thigh as you exhale, or hand back to the floor, inside or outside. Left arm sweeps overhead. Reach back, rise up, exhale, second warrior. We're going to do it with the breath. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, elbow or hand down. Inhale, left arm sweeps forward. And exhale, reach back and rise. Front knee stays bent. Reverse warrior, inhale. We'll just circle the hands forward. Exhale, back heel lifts. Step back, plank pose. Inhale, you can hover the foot if you want. Lower in control. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath in. Let it go. Left foot floats up. Inhale, three-legged dog. Just step it to the top of your yoga mat. Pivot that back heel flat. Lean into left fingers, right hand up, or remember, left elbow, left thigh. We're just going to reach that right hand back to rise. Second warrior, front knee stays bent. Reverse warrior, inhale. Elbow back down as you exhale, or hand back down, inside or outside, right arm overhead. Reach the right hand up and back. Exhale, second warrior, spread your arms. Reverse warrior, inhale, flowing with the breath. Elbow or hand down as you exhale. Right arm overhead on your inhale. Reach back, rise up, exhale. And then reverse it. Last time, inhale. Windmill the hands forward, exhale, spin that back heel up. Step back, plank. You can hover the left foot and lower. Inhale, up dog or the cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice work. Breathe in and let it go. Beautiful. Let's take the knees to the floor. Let's come into child's pose. That's probably good news. So drop your head on the floor, on your hands. You might want to rock your forehead side to side. I like to do that. Feel your breath. It's going to be faster, right? The body has needs for more oxygen when we're working. That's okay. Just notice it. Stay with it. Honor it. Okay. When you're ready, you're just going to come back up to hands and knees so that you can crawl forward. We're going to cross the ankles, and we're going to, let's come back to a comfortable seat, but this time we'll face forward. We'll just extend the right leg out in front of us, take the sole of the left foot to the inner right thigh. And then just look at your right foot. So often the big toe pulls back more than the pinky toe. Pull the pinky toe back just as much. Good. And see if both hips can stay on the floor. Reach both arms up, take a breath, find length through both sides of your waist here, and then just fold over that straight right leg. So let your hands come down, probably on either side of the leg first. Draw the right hip crease back, and on your inhale, gently extend the heart forward, the sternum forward by gazing forward. And then go ahead and fold in. You can round your back, you can drop your head. If you want to catch the foot with either or both hands and pull the toes back, fine. If you need to bend the right knee, fine, it's all good. And you use the breath just to let it flow through the body. Notice if you want to explore the spaces between the breaths. Notice if as you exhale, you can let go of any more tension in the back and the shoulders and the face. All right. Good. Start to bring the hands back toward your hips to lift the head. Take the sole of the right foot to meet the sole of the left foot here. Baddha Konasana. So hold your ankles if you like, roll the shoulders back. Some people like to take their elbows to their knees. Either way, we're all different, right? Find that length from the hips to the crown as the head draws back a little bit. Let the shoulders be soft. Good, and then we'll just keep the right knee bent out to the right. Left leg will come straight out in front of us. Pinky toe pulls back as much as the big toe, yeah? Good, both hips are squared onto the floor. Arms float up evenly here. Inhale, both sides of the waist long. And then over the straight leg, we fold. We reach forward and fold. So initially, it's a little more challenging, right? So that left hip draws back. On your inhalation, think about the sternum, the breastbone extending forward. The back flattens a tiny bit more. And then go ahead and let your head drop. Let yourself round and fold here. Feel what you're feeling. It might be a lot of sensation in the hamstring or the knee or the back somewhere. If the knee is pulling, if it's pulling behind the knee, bend it. Feel the weight of the head. Feel that space behind the shoulder blades maybe. Add any movement. Play with the pauses. Soften the jaw, the shoulders. All right. Gently, slowly start to bring the hands back toward your hips to lengthen upward. And then now we'll take the right foot forward to meet the left. So maybe just pedal out the knees first. Good, and then the pinky toes pull back as much as the big toes. Both arms float up. Inhale for length. Exhale to fold. Right, so the hands can come to the floor or the legs. Inhale the hips back, the heart forward. Find a little more extension through your spine. You might need to bend your knees to do that. It's okay. And then fold in. So I don't care if your knees are bent. Right? What do you need? If it's too much of a pull behind the legs, bend the knees so that you can equal out the sensations from heels to head. Relax the face, the shoulders, smooth out that breath. Okay. Let's start to roll up. In control, vertebra by vertebra. When the head lifts, let's circle around the shoulders. Good, and then bring your hands to the floor behind you. Take your feet to the floor in front of you. So hips distance with the feet, shoulders distance with the hands. So I like to point my fingers either toward me or out to the side. Some people like to point them backwards. For me, that's a little too intense. I'm going to go side to side, sideways. And then we're just going to press into the feet and the hands and lift up the hips. So you might need to walk your feet a little further forward or a little more backwards so they're right beneath the knees as much as you can feel. And then some people like to lengthen out the crown from the knees. For me, that's sometimes intense on my neck. I don't want you to drop your head back. If you need to look forward, look forward. Feel for lifting up those hips, opening across the collarbones, and pressing equally into the feet. Good, and we'll just take one more in-breath here, lift the hips a tiny bit higher. And as you exhale, slowly, slowly, slowly lower your spine back, or your bottom back down. And we're just going to come onto our backs. So when you get to your back, roll back and bring your knees to your chest. Maybe a little rock side to side. Very nice. Okay. Got a little weight. So let's take both feet up. Let's extend the arms overhead. Pull the navel toward the floor. Good. And then just drop your right leg out long in front of you toward the floor, but don't let it touch. Now, as you exhale, lift the hands toward the lifted left foot and then toward the bottom foot, right foot, and then back up toward the left foot, lifted foot, and all the way back overhead. Take an in-breath. Right foot comes back up on the out-breath. Good. Left leg lowers, inhale. Exhale, hands up, and then reach them forward, all the way back up and overhead. Good. Exhale, left foot meets right. One more time only. Right leg lowers. Inhale. Hands sweep up and forward. Exhale. And then hands up and back. Inhale. Right foot up. Exhale. Good. Left leg lowers. Inhale. Reach up and forward. Exhale. Float the arms up and back. Inhale. Left leg up. Exhale. Good. Reach the hands toward the feet. Lift the feet away from the hands. See if you can lift the hips and heart away from the floor. Just one inhale here. And then knees bend. Pull them into your chest. Drop the head back down. Take a little rock side to side if you like. All right. We'll bring the feet to the floor. We'll cross the right ankle over the left thigh and hug the left leg in for a little thread the needle. Yeah, and if you want to wiggle the legs or the head, go for it. Soften the jaw. Back of the neck long. Nice deep breath in here. Find that pause. And then let it all go. Notice the emptiness there at the bottom. And then let go and uncross, recross. Hug the right leg in once you cross the left ankle. Back of the neck long, shoulders soft. Feel free to wiggle. Stay with your body. And then maybe, if you want, a deeper, longer in-breath. Pausing when you're full to feel it. A complete out-breath. Let tension melt away with the breath and notice what happens in that emptiness, in that space between. Good. Let's let go of the right leg, uncross the left. We'll bring the soles of the feet together, knees apart. Cactus, open the arms. Take a nice big breath into the front body. Pause when you're full. Explore that fullness, that spaciousness, and then let it all go. Explore that emptiness. No breath, no thought. Pull the navel in to bring the knees up. When the knees touch together, wiggle the feet apart. Keep the arms as they are. We'll just windshield wipe the knees side to side. Feel free to turn the gaze away from the direction of the knees just to loosen up. And then we'll bring the knees and feet back together. Just honoring your time here. Hug the right knee to the chest, extend the left leg out on the floor, open the right arm to the right. We'll take a final twist. Right knee crosses over, right shoulder and arm heavy. Turn the head whichever way you prefer and let your body soften against the floor here with each out breath. Play with that emptiness in between. Just inquire about it. What happens in that spaciousness, in that freedom, in the emptiness? Just be curious. When you're ready, take the right knee back in. Take the left knee in with it just for a moment, maybe a wiggle a little, and then extend out the right leg, open out the left arm, and cross the knee over. And then feel gravity here, helping the body let go of tension. Feel into that space that you can attend to between the breaths. You can make it as long or as short as you like. When we can practice pausing, it's such a great quality. It gives us a little space so that we're not as reactive. When you're ready, take the knee back up. Make your way onto your back. Take both knees back in, checking the time. Wiggle a little or circle the knees in both directions. I always like that one. And then when you're ready, make your way to Shavasana. So any comfortable Shavasana shape is fine. Ideally, the palms spin up so that you're receptive. And the palms are soft. The eyes, jaw, and mouth are soft. The whole body can now let go and fall into the floor. And then together, we'll take one last full in-breath. We'll hold it at the top. Enjoy the fullness and the pause here. Open the lips and let it all fall out. And you might notice that temporary pause, and then let that go. Let the body breathe in any way it wants to. And as your body and breath soften, your mind will follow. Your energy will follow. You're relaxed, supported, and complete. Shavasana. Please stay as you are. Don't go anywhere just yet. I'm going to hold space for you just to be. We have one more minute. And this pause in Shavasana is so important. And it's a reprieve, right? A time just to be at rest. And that inner peace and inner stillness is always yours. It doesn't always take Shavasana to get there. Sometimes it's just that pausing between the breaths. Allow yourself a little more time here to settle into this stillness, into this quietude if you'd like, to honor your time. Feel free if you need to get on with your day or evening to start to move and wiggle in any way you like so that you can gently, sensitively come back into your body, back into any other position, back into your day or evening. And as always at the end of practice, it's just really nice to take a moment to appreciate yourself, to appreciate the benefits that you receive from this practice. Thank you so much for joining me again today. Namaste.